back to another Monday cooking show. I am your host, Emily Schramm, and I love teaching people about food and I love eating food. So what better way to do it than combine it in this cooking show? I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying these. Today's very special because we have a featured guest who came onto the show via this cookbook. I'm doing a giveaway. This day is the last day, so if you see this video and it's not a Monday, you're shit out of luck, you missed it. But if you are watching this and it's a Monday, you can win this and some tea. And I'm pulling one of these recipes. Today's recipe is from Cassie. This is one of the best books ever. When it comes to cooking, I don't like recipes, I don't like prep time. I know my clients love this. Today we're gonna make my version-ish of egg roll in a bowl. I'm a rebel, that's my tendency, so as much as I love this recipe, of course I'll do it my own way because that's how I do it, but it's so cool. It's so easy, it takes 10 minutes. So the egg roll in the bowl, all you're gonna do is start with onion and garlic. Cassie, I love egg rolls, so this is perfect. And it got me getting a couple ingredients. Oh, my apron, I almost forgot. I can't cook without this. What am I thinking? It got me a few ingredients that I have yet to try. So again, every time I go to the grocery store, I try to get at least one new thing, usually fruits or veggies. But today was just like one of those days at the grocery store where you just, I don't know, just didn't really want to buy something new. I wanted to stay in my lane. And so I appreciated somebody pushing me out of my comfort zone with this rice wine vinegar and these new coconut aminos, which we'll get to. So all you're gonna do is start with garlic. My grandma taught me this. Take the back of the knife, push down, and then you have really easy cloved garlic. So we're gonna chop this onion. My eyes are extremely sensitive to onion, so I don't enjoy chopping onion, but I'll do it for Cassie. Just as much as you want. The thing with onion, if you put them on first, if you don't like onion, it adds flavor. My chopping skills, if any chef watches this video, they would just be so ashamed. But you know what? You just gotta do what works. And it really is all about the cutting board, right? That was my last video. So you're gonna take this, put it in here. It doesn't have to be pretty in order for it to be delicious. That's what I just keep telling myself, you guys. So once it gets brown and a little bit transparent, translucent, whatever you want to call it. Now we're going to add our meat. I am using no antibiotic added organic pork. I would highly suggest, like if you don't want to do pork, some people avoid pork, this is going to be really good with eggs too. So you could always swap your pork for your eggs. Oh, this is not going to look good, but boom. Get that in there. And we're going to start mashing it and grinding it up. Okay, so we're going to let that go, and then we're going to move into step 2. So step 2 is when we're looking at the ginger. So that's going to take a little bit of time because it was a smaller pan, so everything's a little bit stacked. I went to Whole Foods and got a bunch of ginger. I love ginger, except it's really annoying to cut it and eat it. Juicing ginger is also really great and easy, or you can use one of these. But fresh ginger, there's really nothing that beats it. If you're getting a cold, I got sick when I was traveling. I got little sniffles, and I just took straight grated ginger and hot water and lemon. It's so good. So we're going to just use this type of thing, some sort of potato. I don't know what we're going to call this. A grater of sorts. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Blake and I filmed a podcast together. That was my last podcast. So be sure you listen to Meathead Hippie Podcast. Did you enjoy being on my show?
One of the best times we've had in a long time.
While we wait for that, we're going to start with our step 3. So we haven't quite done our step 2, but we can at least get the veggies prepared. So any type of cabbage will work. She calls for purple and green. And then I just saw this kind and it looked kind of fun. And I don't know, I'm a little over purple cabbage. I ate it a lot this summer. Cabbage is so good for you. When you think of easy ways to add more vegetables, it's not very strong in flavor. It's easy to cook with. You can put it in soups. You can make sauerkraut out of it. You can make anything more vegetable friendly by adding some cabbage. And I love this type of cabbage. This is Napa. I'm going to do about half of this for the show. I am doing Napa because I just wanted a little bit of diversity. So cut it however you want to cut it. Oh my God, I need a bigger cutting board. This is so real life. I just don't filter anything because this is exactly how I would cut it if you weren't here, Blake. All right, so we have our cabbage nicely diced, and we're just gonna finish step 2. So spicing this, a little crushed red pepper. Obviously, make it as spicy as you want. Crushed red pepper is actually one of my favorite salad dressing toppings. If you take olive oil, lemon, and crushed red pepper, perfect, easy restaurant salad hack. I learned that when I worked at a pizza restaurant. And then you're gonna add a little bit of rice vinegar. And I think this is such a fun add. Like I never would have added this. So it adds a little bit more flavor that's unique. And then something really fun. I know about, if you guys know about coconut aminos, but this is a brand new kind. So this is a soy sauce alternative. Soy sauce has wheat in it. And so as someone who's gluten-free, I do not have anything with soy, but specifically soy sauce because it has soy and wheat. I mean, let's just go for it. It's like, you know, basically a little bit of salt and wasabi. I'm into it. So then we get into the ginger. We got all this ginger. Put that in there. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, we're moving to the rest, part number 3. We're just gonna keep it real easy. Cabbage goes on top. And then I'm gonna add shredded carrots. And when I run out of room in a pan, this is actually really good because this is one of my favorite tricks that I do. When I run out of room in a pan, and cast irons don't really have lids, and I want this to cook a little bit more, all I do is put a plate over it. So just be careful when you take the plate off, but this is the simplest way when you're short on time and your veggies are gonna have a hard time cooking because the plate's too small or you just wanna be faster, use a plate. But when you take the plate off, remember the plate will be hot, so use one of these. And then we just get to think about, well, what else can we add to make this plate really fun? So we're looking at sesame seeds, we're gonna look at green onions, just a few more things to add some fun flavor. So once it's done, we're gonna pour some sesame seeds over it. I'll just dice these green onions. I don't know why, but I really love green onions. I think they're just so flavorful. Okay, plate is off. This looks good. I have found with cast iron, they're so heavy and awkward to hold that I just like to scoop straight from it. So measuring spoons tend to be my serving spoon. So we'll just pour some in here. It smells so good. Get that nice juice and broth. And then let's top it off. So, of course, we can get green onions. I like lots of green onions. And then let's go for sesame seeds. Whoosh. Oh, that makes it look real pretty. Egg roll in a bowl. Compliments of Cassie. Thanks for your great cookbook. And if you want to win one, you know where to go.